Dame is the wife whom I elude, the one to whom I should be right. Although forewarned by
Greetings, all of you. I am Grimm, your entertainer for the evening. Now, I know Arcanum tends to start these things off with a witty monologue of some sort, but that's not quite my style. Now then, actually, I'm dead. A very interesting take on the episode in which Twilight convinces Trixie to remove the Alicorn amulet, and honestly a rather realistic approach to what happens when one dabbles in forbidden dark magic, at which point she dies, only to awaken sometime later when the amulet is reattached to her. When she goes to examine herself, she finds herself to be in a very unpleasant state of affairs. Namely, she's sort of rotten on the inside, if you catch my drift. What follows are a series of special misadventures with her, coming to terms with her new lot in life. Not being able to feed herself without having to get her stomach emptied one way or another. After all, corpses can't digest food. That would be absurd. Now, as for things such as speaking, she finds that she has to consciously bring air into her lungs, since the concept of breathing is very alien to an animated corpse. In time, she comes to terms with her situation, but one little mishap in a hot air balloon leads to her coming to a new set of terms, namely, a new body, or to be more accurate, a more demonic adaptation to the curse. In this new form, she ends up being fully capable of eating, although she still does not possess the ability to sleep. Yes, apparently she doesn't need it, so her body doesn't let her do it. To compensate and prevent herself from going completely insane from sleep deprivation, because apparently corpses have to contend with that, she goes into a meditative state each night. Seems effective, I suppose. Then again, I'm still breathing, so who am I to judge? What follows are some interesting little misadventures, such as Trixie being confronted by the one who was responsible for her new form, who unintentionally almost gets themselves killed. Yes, Pegasi battle customs might be all well and good, but when your opponent is someone who literally has nothing to lose, and it could easily maim you like an enraged manticore, it might be time to rethink your tribal customs just a bit. Eventually, we get to the point where Discord's released, reformed, and decides to help Trixie with her problem. This, unfortunately, ends with both of them in a very unwanted situation. All in all, I can say that Actually I'm Dead is a very interesting story, and does a complete 180 on traditional zombie stories. In fact, it almost reminds me of Is It a Zombie? Well, minus the sexual innuendos, of course. Although there is a very interesting Princess and the Frog reference in there that I am thrilled to see get carried out in such a productive manner. It's also interesting to note all the different people Trixie is apparently in connection with. Her former teachers, former associates, all of which make her a very interesting character in this fic. Now, do I have any problems with it? Well, there are a couple. Fortunately, spelling and grammar aren't one of them, both of which receive a 10 from me. Arcanum be damned. Pacing is also worthy of a 10. Tensing gets choppy in some places. For that, a 9. Overall, I am happy to give my very first review subject a solid 10. A nice and intriguing story that gives quite a misunderstood character an interesting little twist. And with that, you all know how this goes. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you're feeling especially generous, stop by Arcanum's Patreon account and leave a small donation. After all, every little bit helps. Have a pleasant October, every pony. Bye-bye.